Welcome, everybody, to Rip City, Portland, Oregon, USA. Tonight, it's the Blazers and the Phoenix Suns. Second meeting between these two teams in 3 days. The Blazers winning on Saturday night here at Moda, 127-108. The Blazers have now won 7 of their last 8. They have won 3 straight, and yes, they are within 4.5 games of the final play-in spot. That's exciting stuff. So is a birthday. Today is Scoot's 21st birthday. We all wish him a happy birthday. What a game he had Saturday. 13 points, 9 rebounds, not one single turnover. And get this, he's shooting close to just a fraction under 36% from 3. That's the league average from 3. Scoot Henderson. Kevin Durant knows what it's like to break into this league at a tender age. He was 19 his rookie year in Seattle, coming out of Texas. Now at the age of 36, 2 championships, 2 finals MVP championships, 11-time NBA and a scoring champion as well. Welcome in, everybody. Lamar Hurd, Kevin Calabro, Brooke Olzendam, Tom Haberstroh to be joining us here momentarily as well. The Blazers Saturday night had 7 guys in double figures, led by DeAndre Ayton, who had 24. Tremendous balance, Lamar.
Big time team effort. They have not been relying on 1 or 2 or even 3 guys, Kev. It's really been all down the line. All the starters and then a few guys off the bench each night have been providing lifts to help this team come out victorious. And it's a big reason why we see the streak happening with the wins, because it makes it harder for opponents to scout against basically a full roster rather than just 1 or 2 star players.
You know, the ball was popping. Let's take a look at the 4 keys to the game.
DeAndre Ayton had a tremendous game, maybe his best overall game against the Suns since he's been a Blazer. And the Blazers got him involved early on a play like this where he's rolling to the bucket and catching a lob. And although this one was in the second half of the game the other night, expect the Blazers to try to continue to utilize DA's powers throughout the game, early and then late. Devin Booker, he's 23 points away from history, becoming the Suns' all-time leading scorer. He had 37 points in the game the other night, and he did it efficiently and quickly with a huge third quarter. So he will be a key for the Blazers all game long.
Booker is 23 points away from surpassing the late, great Walter Davis, a Hall of Famer, for the all-time Suns scoring list, ahead of Alvin Adams and right behind Sweet D, Walter Davis. When we come back, a guy with a tremendous touch. We all know him as Ant. Anthony Simons, breaking bread, sitting down with Brooke in the interview next from Portland. Crowd rising to their feet, and they beat the Chicago Bulls. This is a great way to start a road trip. Jaden Sharp.
Good pass there.
Erased by Williams. Keeps it in play to Avia. He plus out of the box all the way to the rim to lay it up and in. Powers in a right-hand slam. The Blazers take a nice win here. Really happy with the way his ball club has played over the last couple of ball games. Just taking care of business.
So much physicality on both ends at times.
Sharp has the advantage, and he backs him with the right hand.
They've been the best defense in the NBA over the last 3 games. What they've done to Miami, to Orlando, these teams, they can't score against this Blazers lineup.
Up top, Rob Williams down the hatch.
I just think in this league, it's all about the spirit of the team. You know, when your spirit is good and you're playing for your brother next to you, on the left and right of you, it's incredible what you can do.
It's the Blazers and the Hornets, a team that's on a roll, having won their last 3, 2 of them on this road trip. Rebound gets away from Green. Grabbed by Avia. Here he comes behind the back. Up the floor, into the lane, galloping to the glass, and finger rolled it up and in.
4 in a row, sweep the road trip, back to back to back.
Danny Avdia was the star tonight. 30 points, 9 rebounds, had a couple of assists, and the 5th straight win against an Eastern Conference opponent.
The Blazers 2-0 against Orlando this year. Boy, they did it, workmanlike fashion. 119-90.
DA, congratulations on this dominating one. You have won 6 of your last 7. How would you explain this role you're on?
You know, I was just buying in, and there's so much fun out here.
Pick. Here he comes. Check the rear view. Pick. Kamara. Race to the rack. Drives to the glass. Blocked by 8. Grabbed by 8. Winners of 7 of their last 8 ball games. 127-108 final tonight.
Hell of a job. All right, together. Together. Hey, man, together. 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Yes, the guys playing at a very high level, 7-1 over the last 8. Anthony, how would you describe the brand of basketball you guys are playing right now?
We just playing together. We all connected on both ends of the floor, and it's been showing. We all been connected, playing hard, playing for each other, and it's been coming out good for us in the win column.
You guys have been doing a very good job of getting into the paint. Has that been a point of emphasis?
Yeah, that's been the point of emphasis all year. Just attacking the paint, making the defense rotate, and kicking out for threes, and the next action as well. So it's finally starting to come together. We're starting to get some good chemistry going, and finally got everybody healthy and out there playing.
You got to win over Phoenix 2 nights ago. How do you do it again tonight?
Kind of with the same aggression. Just any other game. They're gonna come out, be ultra aggressive today, try to, punch us in the mouth early. We got to withstand that. Obviously they got great players over there, and we just got to withstand the runs they did. I think we did that good last game. In the third quarter, Book came out and played well in the third quarter, but we withstood that and was able to still, keep the lead. So I think today is going to be in the first quarter instead of the third quarter. So, we got to be prepared for that.
Thanks, Sam. Good luck.
Appreciate it.
It's Portland and Phoenix, round 2. Kevin and Lamar with the lineups and tip. It's the Blazers and Suns next.
Blazers getting set to take on the Phoenix Suns. Suns number 8 in the West at 25-23. The Blazers 20-29, 12-13 here at home. You know what? They're 4.5 games out of the final play-in spot, currently occupied by the Sacramento Kings, who roll in here later on this week. That's how the fortunes have changed for the Blazers, and they've done it with great defense that we will enumerate a little bit later on in the broadcast. Take a look at the starting lineup tonight. The jumbo package. You've got a lot of length and aggression out there, starting on the defensive end with Toumani Camara, one of the best. Denny Avdia brings that intensity. Anthony Simons, the three-point threat. Jeremy Grant, defense and threes, and DeAndre Ayton getting double-doubles. And in the case of Saturday night, leading scorer with 24 points. Tyus Jones, sure handling point guard. Kevin Durant, you know all about him. And Devin Booker, 23 points shy of breaking the late, great Walter Davis's scoring mark for the all-time leading scorer in Suns history, with Ryan Dunn, the promising rookie, and Nick Richards, the newcomer, the 7-footer coming over from Charlotte just a couple of weeks ago. Mike Budenholzer in his first season as the Suns head coach, extensive career experience, a number of years as the lead assistant for Greg Popovich in San Antonio, and then on his own, of course, winning a championship in Milwaukee. Chauncey Billups done an outstanding job with this young basketball team. This ball club right now, 12.3 point differential, number 1 in the NBA over the last 8 games. That's amazing. 5 of those wins by double figures. The scoring, yeah, but it's about the defense, where the Blazers over the last 7 games ranked number 1 in the league. And their assignment tonight is, of course, the great Kevin Durant, who is 5th in the league in scoring. 11-time All-NBA, still a formidable threat at the age of 36. Our officials tonight are Tyler Ford, Musa Dagger, and Shea Flores, and we are underway in Portland with the Blazers winning the tip and Anthony Simons. Simons looking to his left. Up comes Avdia to get it. 10 to shoot. Ant wants some movement. Ayton will oblige. Comes out to screen high. Simons drags Jones down to the far left side. Jumpers off. Rebound. Ayton swings it outside to Grant. He tees up a triple and he got it. And there's Jeremy Grant shooting 38% from 3.
20 points in the first matchup between these two here at Moda. Off the offensive rebound. Defense is around the paint. The kick out is available.
Devin Booker. Covered by Toumani Camara. Make 23 hard to get tonight, I get a feel. Although Booker had 15 in quick fashion in the third quarter of Saturday night's game, on his way to 37 for the contest.
Yeah, he can do that.
Jones operating. Off to Dunn. Tipped away by Grant, but recovered by Dunn into the lane. Flings it up. Did it catch iron?
Yeah.
Richards fielded it and laid it up and in for a two-hand dunk. Suns on the board.
Yeah, some of the Blazers stopped playing. Thought that maybe it didn't hit iron.
Discerning eyes. All right, my eyes deceive me. Out of the corner, stepping up. Yeah, maybe biased. Knocking it down was Camara. with the three, and the Blazers lead at 6-2. Avdia overplays. He's got the pick. Dashing to the rack. Great start for the Blazers. Hitting threes and now aggressive on the defensive end.
Yeah, the score before, I thought it was really unselfish from Anthony Simons. He had a three-point shot available to him. He's the main guy the Blazers want to take an open three, but he turned it down to give it to that man right there. Tumani, who made the three, got the block shot, and then he scored in between all that.
Up come the Blazers on this forced possession. Backing down is Avdia. Drop step spin on the baseline. Double pump reverse. Lay it up and in. Denny Avdia.
It's a big part of his game that he really looked forward to showing at the NBA level. I asked him before the season started, Kev, what is something that you used to do that maybe we haven't seen a whole lot of as Kevin Durant knocks down a three? And then he said his post game. He's very confident in it and would expect to have more opportunities doing that as time goes on.
Grant sees three, dumps it over here to 8, ball fakes, and then sticks a 15-footer.
Nice.
Blazers up 7. Here's a pass that gets away to Booker out of backcourt. And the Blazers already have hurried up the Suns.
Good defense from Denny. These Blazers, they will pressure you up high. They'll chase. And they have defensive anchors each night to man the paint.
Ayton fakes a handoff and actually went downhill with the dribble drive. You don't see him do that a lot. Could not finish. Suns the other way. Here's a quick pop. Offered up by Jones. It's off. Long rebound grab by the Blazers. Denny Avdia up the floor. Threads his way through and laid it up and in.
Don't they just look a step or two faster than Phoenix?
Oh, yeah.
It looks like the Blazers are the team that lost the other night. With the way that they've come out urgent in their approach.
Much more aggressive than the Phoenix Suns here early. And Denny Avdia, he'll keep the pressure on you, as well as teammates. Blazers lead it 14-5.
2014 West Side Metro's in the house tonight, having a ball, eating bananas, because it's all about health and performance. And the win on Saturday, the Blazers had 7 players in double figures. Balanced scoring seems to be leading to wins. Earlier I asked Chauncey Billups how important that has been.
Well, I just think it's so dangerous, you know, when everybody's live like that and everybody's able to be confident and make shots, and we pass the ball to the open guy, and whoever that open guy is, he's confident enough to make a play. I just think you put any defense at a disadvantage because usually you're setting up to stop 1 or 2 guys and live with the rest. Or when everybody's live like that and everybody is able to impact the game, you become very dangerous.
And guys, you know, I've been talking with the players and, of course, the coaching staff over this streak. And somewhat to what Chauncey said, though, it really has been coming down to communication, the guys talking to each other. And that really has been #1 in leading to the success that they've been seeing.
Yeah, thank you, Brooke. And plays like that right there, the hustle play where Tumani Kamara, after the turnover, he hustled right down the center of the court, got himself in a position where he could get into a passing lane, and he comes away with it. And then on the previous possession to that, Lamar, for the Suns, a follow-away jumper by Kevin Durant was affected by the high hands of Jeremy Grant, who actually blocked one of those fadeaway Durant jumpers on Saturday night. Avdia comes right back, and man, is he peppering the Suns here early. Denny with 9 points.
Yeah, and that defensive possession from JG, I thought, was as good of a defensive possession as you could play on Kevin Durant, short of actually blocking the shot. He forced Durant to have to change the shot attempt, and that just does not happen often.
Booker into the lane, swings over to Jones. He's forced into a tough shot. Kamara was there. Tumani into front court on the push, checked by Ryan Dunn. Ayton comes into the picture from the elbow and knocks it down. He has been on a tear himself over the last 3 ball games. 24-9 against Phoenix, 22 and 8 boards against Orlando, 21 and 14 against Milwaukee. Blazers on top here by 14 on a 16-2 run. Booker outside, a triple, got it.
He used that screen, popped to the top, veered off to the side to the open area.
His first field goal of the night. He needs 20 to break Walter Davis's Suns scoring mark. Here's Simons with a side adjustment for a triple. It's off, and Durant with the rebound. Curling off the screen is Booker. Picked up on a switch by 14 to shoot. KD will get it back. Booker looks at the clock. He sees Ayton. He dribbles into the lane, shredding defenders, and laid it in with the left hand.
Smart of Booker, because Anthony Simons was to Booker's right. And he went away from that help and drove to the left.
Avdia backing down, isolated on the wing. Cross-court whip. It comes to Simons, trying to work his way by Dunn. Faces up, puts it between the wickets, sidesteps, taunts him with the 3 attempt. Instead, he'll take it inside and knocks it down on the fade. He knew where he wanted to go.
And he knew how he was going to get there with that dribble package that is elite.
Blazers up 11. Jones with 6 minutes gone by here in the quarter. Booker a burst of speed. He's so strong, and then the elevation and that fade. Got a lot of air under that one.
He had to work really hard to get that, which he's willing to do. He's first set a screen to get Tumani off of him. Then Denny was denying him out to 40 feet. And he eventually got a switch with Anthony on him. So the Blazers will accept that type of sequence rather than an easier score. They made him work for it.
Aiden on a dribble handoff, gives to Simons, puts Jones on his hip. Fadeaway jumpers off. Durant a quick outlet pass. Slanting in is Jones, trying to draw defenders inside. KD trailing, and he splashes in a 3. He's 2 of 2 from 3-point range. Durant comes in 5th in the league in scoring, just under 27 a game, while shooting 40% from 3. At the far edge, Jeremy Grant.
He wanted to switch against Jones so that he can back him down. Spacing just was not good enough to allow for that to happen.
Aiden, nice one-on-one play over Richards, but dumping up the hook, it rattles in and out. Durant with a quick burst, and Grant trying to beat him to the spot. Can't. Foul call on Grant, and he calls a foul on the floor. They may change it. Foul on the floor, so no shots coming to Kevin Durant. Blazers use that dead ball opportunity to send in Sharp and Scoot Henderson, and Simons and Grant will head to the bench. Today is Scoot Henderson's 21st birthday. I wish him a happy birthday.
Yes.
He's been an interesting young man to get to know. Coming off just an outstanding game of 13 points, 9 assists, 0 turnovers in the win against Phoenix.
He's been a lot of outstanding. Looking at his last month of games, basically.
One of the attributes of Booker, particularly on the offensive end, is his strength and ability to get to the spot he wants to get to operate.
Yep.
Beal in the lineup now. Brad Beal, the long-time veteran, 13 years out of Florida. He defends on Sharp. Often comes to Scoot for a quick pull-up pop. Suns check in with the number 10 offense in the league at 115. Grayson Allen the 3. Into the hands of Denny Avdia. Denny on the push. Richards in retreat. Off to Sharp for 3. Got it. Shaedon Sharp, Lamar.
Yep.
With another 3. And how many games now?
30 straight games where he's made at least one.
Wow. Coming in over the last 3. Sharp 9 of 18 from 3-point range. I mean, that thing is dialed. Booker off a screen into a triple. Yes, sir. Devin Booker locked in. 12 points here in the first quarter.
Well, he's that kind of scorer. Tumani pushed him out to nearly the half-court line as he denied the pass. Good take from Denny. Turning down the action. There was clutter to Denny's left, so he chose right. Tumani's going to look again to push Devin Booker away from the bucket, but Booker has shown that ability and willingness to catch it from that far and still make something happen.
Beal working inside. Scoot Henderson discards Grayson Allen. Scoot says, I'm a strong young man, but I'm not sure I'm that strong to send him that far. Mason Plumlee, along with Royce O'Neal, will check in to get Richards and Booker for the Suns. Plumlee, the former Blazer for a year and a half, ironically traded to Denver for Yusuf Nurkic, who is on the bench for the Suns. He has not played in the last 13 ball games. He's dressed tonight and available. Beal comes off a screen from Plumlee. Get it back. slanting in off the dribble, and Ayton affected that one with Advia helping up the floor. Scooping over here to Scoot. Bring it back outside. Scoot taking his time on the screen. On the roll, it's Ayton, straightens up and scores.
Mid-range assassin. And the steal gives it back to the Blazers. Go ahead and knock that down, Denny.
Denny in and out. Battling for the rebound. Durant comes out of it. With the handle. In the front court where the Blazers await the Suns. Miscommunication. O'Neal looking for Allen, curling, and Allen wasn't even looking at the ball. Goes right by him and out of bounds. Turnover. And that gives the Suns an opportunity to call a timeout. They're going to stew on their 5th turnover of the night. They'll talk about it. As Ayton is off to a good start, so are the Blazers, leading here by 8. And he bagged it. That has been so solid. Anderson makes another pinpoint pass rim high to 8. Here's Scoot outside, catch and shoot 3. Got it. That has been so solid.
Happy birthday to Scoot Henderson. Tonight's Haverstead is on that guy. The Haverstead is 6, as in Scoot. That's how many games that Scoot Henderson has played in his career, with at least 10 assists and 3 3-pointers in that game. That is 4th all-time in the NBA all-time history. So when we look at this on film, what I want you to see is he's taking advantage of the space that Bradley Beal here is giving him. 9.8 feet in defender distance between Scoot Henderson and the defender. They're going under the screen, and Scoot is taking advantage of that with that open space. He's knocking down the 3-pointer. You know, a lot of defenses are daring Scoot Henderson to shoot that shot. He's shooting 39.5% on downtown, from downtown, 3-pointers over the last 8 games. Scoot Henderson doing a great job, not just distributing the rock, but also hitting down those open shots. Big reason why he's 4th all-time in 10 assist games and 3 3-pointer games before turning 21. Luka Doncic, LaMelo, and Trae Young. That's good company, guys.
Ooh, that's good stuff. Thank you, Tom. Suns come the other way with a quick strike. After denying Klingon at the rim, Donovan Klingon in for his first shift of the night. Sharp raises for another 3. And the rebound to Beal. 1:54 left first quarter. Blazers shooting 60%, 4 of 7 from 3. Suns at 56%. And they are 4 of 6 from 3-point range. Until Beal gets in the act. And he sends in a triple. And I think now the Blazers have the attention of the Phoenix Suns.
Yeah, inside out play for the Suns. Anytime Durant has it in or around the paint, eyes are going to go that direction, just like when Scoot has it in the paint. You're going to look at him. If you help, he's going to look to throw the lob like the time before. And this time, he's able to keep it himself. Keeps Grayson Allen on his side, Mason Plumlee.
And that's some strength right there.
Oh, yeah, he's got it, yeah.
Grayson Allen's a strong lad, and so is Mason, who met him with a pop. Scoot plays through all that contact for 3 points, and the Blazers up here by 6. Beal is checked by Simons, 14 to shoot. Grayson Allen picked up on a switch by Grant, and that leaves Scoot trying to handle Kevin Durant. Bouncing off to Allen. In the corner, Royce O'Neal for a triple.
It's a good job rotating out of that double team.
Simons up the floor, quick move on Durant. He'll respond, scoop it outside to Scoot. Jab steps, recoils, a 3 is off, and Plumlee soars in for the board. Early look, Durant doubled, that leaves Plumlee at the rim. He'll hook and miss, but follows it up and in.
It's a tough double team. It's kind of going up the lane a little bit, and those are always hard to cover for, rather than double teams that come from top down or directly side to side.
Blazers can play 2 for 1 here. Scoot lost it on the way up. Allen fans it. It's loose. Plumlee gobbles it up, sends it ahead to Durant. KD up the floor. There's Beal on the lob for the jam.
Good find.
Blazers have led by as many as 14 here in the first quarter. The Suns come back within 2. Differential of about 3 seconds between the clocks. Simons wants to use most of that. Klingon will come up and screen. He'll roll, get it deep, lay it up. No, follow, no. But a foul. This is going to agitate the Suns bench. Mike Budenholzer. Donovan Clingan will get 2. Clingan shooting 73% from the stripe, 52% from the field. And this is 37th game of his rookie year. Averaging 16 minutes per. He is averaging 5 points, 6.5 rebounds, and 1.6 blocks per contest.
Coach Billups scanning, seeing if he wants to put Toumani Camara back in the game. Assistant coaches always so good at staying on top of things, letting him know the scenarios. Being a head coach, there's so many different things you're responsible for that you need those assistants to be on top of the game as well.
Donovan missed them both, but he gets back down the floor to plug the gap. Beal with a step back. Professional scorer.
That was well defended. But like you said, he is a pro at that.
31 all. Suns come from 14 back to tied at the end of one here.
Hey fans, it's time for tonight's Red Hot Drop from Rip City Clothing. Tonight only you get 50% off this jacket. Visit ripcityclothing.com/collection/Red Hot Drop to check out tonight's exclusive offer. Those jackets are holding on for their dear lives on Blaze and Doug. But look, think about how nice you would look at that. They look fantastic, and it's getting cold out there. So get yours today, guys.
Wow, they've got, I can see they've got triple XL. Otherwise, you're not getting those two characters into a jacket. Beal starts things off here in the second. With a jumper that's off. Beal capped that first quarter comeback by the Suns to tie it at 31 after trailing by 14 to the Blazers. Clinging a high screen, trying to spring Simons, and does. Booker hanging on for the ride. Inside on the roll, Clingan with the catch and a quick tap off the glass up and in.
Yeah, once that Sun perimeter defender lost his positioning, Mason Plumlee had to step up on Anthony. And there was no backline help behind Mason because he was the backline.
Bad pass intended for Allen, gets away. Blazers gobble it up, but then a cross-court pass is knocked down by Royce O'Neal, and the Suns get it right back. Booker operating on the block. Turns, pump fakes 3 Blazers into the air, over to Plumlee on the roll. They quickly come over to double him, rotate out of it, and Beal a 3.
That's good ball movement. That's good trust from Booker. Make that pass down to Mason, who then made a good pass once Denny rotated over. The Suns are playing together.
Simons again off the screen, kicking it on top here to Avdia. Denny Avdia with a triple. 14 on the night, 2 of 3 from 3-point range.
Playing together has been a theme for the Blazers. That's why they're coming off the last game with 7 guys in double-digit scoring.
11 assists for Portland on 15 field goals made.
Anthony, that last time he drove, Booker's kind of going to get tripped up a little bit, and then Mason Plumlee sees that, so then we let it roll. He steps up, and DC gets the easy pass.
Booker having difficulty getting off the shot. It grazed the iron. He followed it up. They rotated out, and Grayson Allen sticks a triple. Phoenix 7 of 10 from 3-point range here in the early going. Number 10 rated offense, but number 27 defense, the Suns. Royce O'Neal's always been a steady defender. He intercepts a pass, leading to a Beal 3 in transition. Back tap by O'Neal into the hands of Grayson Allen. Here's O'Neal, checked by Avdia, out to Allen. Pump fake on a drive to the baseline, well defended by Sharp. 1 to shoot. Will Booker get it off in time? He will not. He'll give it up. And another turnover to the Suns, their 7th of the night.
It's a good game so far, Kev, because as you said earlier, the Blazers have the Suns' full attention. This isn't the second of a back-to-back. They've had their rest. They're locked in. They have their 3 main stars playing in this game. They got their newly acquired Nick Richards. And the Blazers just beat them. If the Blazers can beat them again, it's hard sometimes to measure what's been the best win out of this streak.
Right.
This one to me would be right up there with any other one.
That's a good point.
To beat a team like this twice.
Yep.
When they are loaded and ready for you.
Allen trying to make a move. impeded, and a foul. Obvious first foul. Team second. Suns taking a lead after trailing by 14 in the first quarter of play. Tied one time in the first quarter. Here's Booker into the lane. High sweeping hook. That's way off and too strong. Did not hit the rim. No reset. 4 to shoot. And Grayson Allen will from long range. And he guides that one up and in. Chauncey's seen enough. He calls time. Suns on top by 4. Hitting the 3 tonight. That has been their theme. They're now 8 of 12.
.6. Walker to inbound. Remix with a chance to win the game. Walker, Reed for the win.
Yes, indeed. Bang, bang, bang. Take the L out of Lover. This ball game is over. Doo-Wop Reed seals the deal. How about that, Rip City? How about that?
An amazing moment to end the Rip City Remix game at Child Center yesterday. Doo-Wop Reed, Big Daddy hitting the game winner in front of his teammates and coaches. Earlier I caught up with Jabari, who found him for the bucket and asked him about Doo-Wop's shot to seal the win.
Man, that was just excitement. I'm so happy for all the guys. They're great guys. It was a joy to play with them. And just a big moment, and us embracing them as like a brother for real.
A lot of your coaching staff and your teammates here were there to watch it. What does that mean to have their support?
It was amazing. Just the crowd was big too. I didn't expect all that, and just being able to talk to the team during the game, and just felt like you weren't there on your own. There were people there supporting you, so that always makes it better.
Guys, obviously I do a one-on-one with Coach Billups before every game. I've asked him many a question over the years. I've never seen him light up as much as he did when I asked him about Doo-Wop's game winner. He said it was so exciting to be there to support him. Everybody loves Wop. You know, Big Daddy Kev, you named him that, and now the whole coaching staff and the health and performance guys, everyone's calling him Big Daddy. Thanks to you.
Well, thanks to him. This guy's got a wealth of life experience, let alone basketball experience. Coming from Sudan to Australia, immigrating, avoiding the Civil War, family making a tough decision. I mean, that starts you on a real serious path in life. And man, has he just achieved at each level. It's great to see that.
Yeah.
Here's Beal. He's going to test Ayton outside, and Ayton stonewalls it, but Beal's going to get it back, and now he's got a step, and he'll flare it cross court to Booker. Sprays it to Allen. His 3 is off. Sharp is up after the rebound. Jabbed away by O'Neal, but grabbed by Avdia. Denny on the push. Over to Sharp. Into the lane. Double pump. And a foul. Richards came over there to swat it.
Speed up the floor, though. With the pass, made it tough for Richards to get to. And to put a cap on Doo-Wop's game-winning shot, how about that call with Gareth Kwok and Devon Pouncey?
Ooh, that was
the Rip City Remix broadcasters.
Take the L out of Lover, and you got
it's over. Yes, sir.
You may hear that. I got to give that a couple weeks.
Now you got to ask him,
and then I'm gonna roll that in there.
You're not even gonna ask him first.
Is it trademarked? Has he got a patent on that?
I don't know if he does, but I mean,
that's all these. That's all we do in this business.
You just take it,
steal good ideas, reappropriate good ideas. It's time now for the Pacific Office Automation stats. But you know what? Out of respect for him, I will come to him.
Okay.
Phoenix 8 of 13 from 3-point range. The Blazers shooting 58% from the field. These clubs right now have got it tied on. 7.5 to go, second period. Jones coming off a Richards screen, redirects, bouncing to Richards on the roll. He is stymied, 6 to shoot. Got to put it on the deck and go to work. Backing in, turns on a reverse, hangs on the back iron, well defended, and Ayton is there for the rebound. Denny Avdia, turbo up the floor. Scoot to Ayton, and he is fouled by Richards.
More pace from the Blazers, resulting in Phoenix not being able to set up their defense the way they like, and then getting a defensive foul.
DA to the line. The Rip City Wrap-Up is your ultimate post-game podcast for the Portland Trail Blazers. Tyree Smith, Danny Morang, and Joe Simons give you hot takes and insider insights after the Blazers post-game show every night. Nate Bjorkgren along with Chauncey Billups. Saw Roy Rogers a moment ago along the sideline. They're in constant motion over there to relay information. Most of the coaching staff have done a real nice job, I tell you what.
Yes, all of them.
Staying patient, staying with it, embracing the grind. That's what it's all about, just embracing the grind. The NBA schedule is a grind.
Yes, it is.
Things tilting the Blazers away. They've won 7 of the last 8. 3 in a row. Grayson Allen with it up top. Loops it in the corner. Down goes his son. Durant, in the meantime, splashes one.
So because the Blazers were outnumbered on the back line, Scoot Henderson was in perfect position, guarding 2 by himself, and then Denny also on the left side. He's guarding 2. Tyus Jones and then the shooter in the corner. But Denny got stuck behind that screen. Might have been some movement involved. But that is the challenge over there defensively.
Richards, they say, was tampering with the ball as it was in the cylinder. The bucket won't count. Basket interference right there. Wow, that was close. Really close. Score tied at 40. 6:39 to go in the half. Scoot out of the corner, bothered by the closeout from Jones. Centering pass here to Booker. Stripped away. Tumani got a hand in there. Foul on Tumani Kamara. That's the first on Tumani. Blazers at the limit. Grant will come in with Simons for Portland. And Sharp and Avdia will depart. Rob Williams III is available for the Blazers tonight. He has not played in the last 3 ball games. KD mid-block. Outside it comes to Booker. Takes his time. Gathers himself the 3 and it's short. Grayson Allen the rebound.
Grayson Allen wide open.
Sets his feet. Back iron. Rebound. Scoot Henderson. Scuda up the floor. Downhill. Hangs. Ball affected by Richards, and then 8 there to keep an eye on that ball and swats it in. Blazers up 2. Booker. Zigzag dribble. Trying to go left. Cut off. Nearly lost the dribble. Got it back. Towers in. Loops it up top to Richards. Catches, lands, works in on a jump hook. That is off, and the rebound to Ayton.
That was more good team attention to Devin Booker.
They're really crowding his path.
Yeah.
Tumani raising for 3.
Right now, Scoot and Tumani, they'll be the guys that likely will get some of those shots. Blazers just really need one of them to knock some of them down, to change the way Phoenix has to defend.
Tumani on Saturday night, 18
That ball got stuck on the hip.
Yeah, so that's a carry.
Yeah. Look at Tumani chasing Booker all around. DA knows, although Devin Booker isn't his primary responsibility, he is when there's a screen involved. So he gets up there, he pressures. Guys are in the gap help. Tumani was setting up to take a charge. DA gets back after the pass is thrown to then guard Nick Richards. That's what it looks like when coaches talk about multiple efforts and being locked in on the game plan.
Scoot drops it to 8. Rebound to Kevin Durant. And he may have dropped it and picked it up. Here's Booker with it. He is jarred by Kamara. Plays off the contact, gets it back. Contact made by Kamara, evidently, as Booker drops to the floor. The foul on Tumani, number 2.
You're right, the Blazers were so close to another turnover when Kevin Durant had the ball. Had he put the ball back on the floor, then it would have been illegal action. He's okay to drop it and pick it up when it's loose. It eventually gets over to Booker, and that's a difficult foul, because not only is it against the Blazers' most ferocious defender in Tumani, and they have a few, but also now Booker, who is having no problem scoring, getting a chance to score at the line.
Hitting the first and the second on the way is up and in. There's a new way to learn about your community that's authentic and relevant. Wesley Ogle, weekdays on KUNP from 7 until 9 a.m. for ARC PDX. Don't miss the conversation. You can be a part of it. Booker hitting all 3 free throws. Devin Booker, 15 points. Now 8 shy of breaking Walter Davis's club record and becoming the Suns' all-time leading scorer. Tumani and Anthony Simons. 6 to shoot and off the Ayton screen. Intended for Grant, knocked down. Simons gets it. Free ball from backcourt. He's going to fling it up there, just trying to hit some iron. Air ball grabbed by Mason Plumlee. You don't count Ant out from back there, do you? That shot?
No.
He's got a chance.
Well, look, it almost hit the rim. Or it did hit the rim.
It was right on.
Something hit the rim. Either the rebound from Mason, and the referees don't call that a goaltending because they have to feel like it has a chance to score.
Yeah,
and so, yeah, you could tell that one wasn't going to go in. But he wasn't far off.
Booker back at the line. He's 4-4 at 16 points. He's the league's number 8 leading scorer at 25.9. Durant comes in at 26.9. He's number 5 in the league. Blazers defense over the last 7 games rated number 1. Defensive rating at 106.6, 101.6. Abdia will lift off for 3. Booker drop steps on Abdia. Heavy contact. They crowd him. He's got to get rid of it. To Beal, missed the 3. Rebound Ayton. And again, that is community defense.
Bodies, yes.
Yeah, wow. And physical bodies. Ayton put some lumber on O'Neal to try to spring Anthony Simons. Instead, he'll kick it back to Toumani Camara. 2-8 faces up. Rebound to Mason Plumlee.
Something Anthony Simons did really well in the matchup a couple nights ago between these 2 squads as KD extends over Jeremy. Good contest from Jeremy. Is Anthony won that pick and roll matchup, Kev, that involved the Sun center. And sometimes he's gone away from it in tonight's game, and they've switched to guard as Denny gets fouled here. But there's going to be a moment in this game, and we know Ant can do it in a flurry, where he is going to be tasked with dominating that matchup. And it doesn't mean he has to score every time, but he's got to manipulate that matchup because he's the main one that can do it and create something. A shot for himself, get deep in the paint, a shot for a teammate, some type of confusion that stresses out the Suns defense.
Well, being Grant up top this time to set a screen.
They'll switch that.
And then Durant, those long arms, off to Grant, defended by Beal. Instead, Ayton gets caught out there having to put the ball on the floor, which is not his forte, and a turnover.
If it's not Mason Plumlee or Nick Richards involved, Phoenix will gladly switch it.
8th turnover on the Blazers and a timeout on the deck with the Suns leading 45-42. And 3:08 remaining in the second period. Tonight's Chipotle difference maker is Denny Abdia.
He is a difference maker every night, really. He does so many different things, and he does them all at a pretty high level. The team doesn't always need it to be at the highest of levels because other guys contribute, but when it is up there, you see these type of special numbers like we're seeing in this first half.
With more on Abdia, Tom Haberstroh steps in. Hello, Tom.
Hey, Casey, can trains, like freight trains, have turbo, like turbocharged freight trains? Because that's Denny Abdia. In the month of January, if you look at the 46 players that had at least 10 drives per game, Denny Abdia was second in field goal percentage, 64% with drives, field goal percentage. The only guy with a higher field goal percentage on his drives is Tyrese Halliburton. So that's what we're talking here. Denny Abdia, second best drive field goal percentage in the entire NBA, guys.
Thank you, Tom. And that's what we call in the business a segue, Tom Haberstroh. Indiana Pacers in town tomorrow, featuring Tyrese Halliburton. Indiana number 4 right now in the East. Here's Simons. A 3 is up and off, and the rebound to Plumlee. Pacers playing tonight in Utah, so it'll be a second of a back-to-back for them as well. Tomorrow evening here in Portland. Royce O'Neal and Devin Booker. Mason Plumlee pushing off on Grant to try to spring Booker. Off it comes to Royce O'Neal, who's a career 38%er from 3. Down it goes. And the Suns lead it by 6, primarily because they're hitting threes. Grant the other way, trying to answer in kind, can't. And the Suns will wheel it out of backcourt. Suns 9 of 17 shooting from three-point range. Blazers 5 of 15. Beal's been active on the offensive end, bouncing over here to Booker. KD wants it. He's checked by Simons. He'll get it. Ayton comes over to help. And then cutting into the void comes Plumlee. A good passer. He finds Beal for 3. Plumlee the rebound. Suns on an 8-0 run, have a lead of 6. Booker with 17 tonight. Drives it in deep. They rotate it again to the hot hand. That's Kevin Durant realizing that O'Neal is locked on Green right now.
Yeah, Devin Booker, he's catching the ball so far from the basket that it's actually working to the Suns' advantage. Turbo and one, can't see me.
Well, that is a good response for the Blazers.
We're waiting for the music. There we go. What's the hold up?
I'm not in charge of the music. If I had a button, I'd hit the button.
Oh, you don't have a button?
I don't have the button.
This whole time, I thought it was you.
No, man. There's some things I can't control.
Okay.
I know you think I'm, the controller over here. I'm not. Okay. I'm not the decider.
All right. But on the Sun side, Devin Booker catches so far from the bucket. Then once he splits a gap or beats his man, the help from the Blazers is flying from all over the floor. Good pass for Bradley Beal.
That was terrific.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you.
Yeah, this is that perimeter attack that Devin Booker said when they first acquired Bradley Beal. He sees a hard time for teams trying to figure out how to guard against him. And it's that kind of play that they envision.
They've put some stuff together since the Blazers took a 14-point lead in the first quarter. And at one point went on a 16-2 run. That's when the Suns woke up. They lead it here by 6. 50 seconds left, second period. KD goes to work. Checked by Grant. He has been terrific on KD. He is double. Off it comes to Plumlee. Immediately, Ayton is there. Guys matching up man for man. Anthony steps up. Here's a lob intended for Plumlee. Intercepted by Ayton. Give it to Turbo. Up the floor, into the lane, over to Tamani. Out of the air he comes. Redirects and lays it up and in.
He caught the lob in traffic.
4-point Suns lead, 24 seconds left, second period.
That last defensive possession for the Blazers was on point. Every element of it. They're going to try to look to duplicate that here.
Mara stays with Booker up top. O'Neal brush screens. Makes the extra pass to Durant. He avoids the oncoming Grant. Got off the shot in time and hit it a mid-range from the baseline. 6-point Suns lead. Up the floor, Denny. Behind the back, right into a defender. Beal's got a crack at it. 1 half in the books. Suns 55 and the Blazers 49. Denny Avdia leading the Blazers with 12 tonight. DeAndre Ayton with a dozen.
There's that defensive possession, Kev, that was perfect. That ended with the ball in Denny's hands in the middle, up to Tamani, flying in. Concentration, using that right hand to get it off the glass.
Devin Booker leading the Suns with 17 halfway through, and the Suns lead it 55-49 here in Rip City tonight, where Brooke Olzendam is standing by with Michael Holton to break it all down for you in mere moments here from Portland. Suns on top of the Blazers halfway through. Bar heard Kevin Calabro courtside here in Portland. See that smile?
Yeah.
Well, he's a handsome lad. That is Brooke Olzendam's son, Theo. Time for the Metro by T-Mobile halftime stats. Devin Booker, 17 points. The Suns, 10 of 20 from three-point range. The Blazers, 49%, 5 of 15 from 3. Paint points at 20-12 advantage for the Blazers, 26-10 bench advantage for the Suns. 11 turnovers, 8 for the Blazers on the Metro by T-Mobile halftime stats. The other number that really leaps out as a 13-5 second chance advantage for the Phoenix Suns. It's something the Blazers do extraordinarily well. They've done a great job to keep the Blazers off the offensive glass.
They have the Blazers chasing them around. The Blazers are pushing them out far to catch the basketball a lot of times, but then that's resulted in then Devin Booker, Bradley Beal driving from 30+ feet out, yanking the help defense across the court, and then when the shot goes up, the Blazers are trying to fly around to figure out who to box out. So it has to be dealt with more so on the perimeter than the interior.
Suns with an 18-14 rebound advantage halfway through, or 25-17 advantage, I should say. Holding the Blazers to just 3 offensive rebounds. Here's Jones at the point. Off it comes to KD, covered by Kamara. Durant on the mid-post, turns, gathers momentum, fall-away jumper. That's way short, grabbed by Denny Avdia. Chops his steps up the floor, meets Grant in the wing for a 3. Got it. Jeremy Grant. That's a way to open up this third quarter.
Yes.
And all coming about because Avdia pushed it into front court. His 3rd assist leads the team with 17 points. Bounce pass inside. Ayton right with Nick Richards, stride for stride, blocks the shot, snuffs it. And Richards' momentum carried the ball out of bounds. It'll be Blazer ball.
Big time play from DA. He has to stop the ball handler first and then get back to his man.
DA sets a hard screen up top for Simons, over to Grant. Gonna milk that hot hand off the iron. It comes into the outstretched arms of Richards. KD gets separation for 3. Pounding off into the hands of Avdia. Durant 10 points tonight, 2 of 3 from 3-point range. He's had 8 attempts in 20 minutes. Ayton will fling. DeAndre 5 of 11, 12.7 rebounds for him tonight. Booker sees a double team coming, unloads outside. Grant tried to snake a pass inside to Richards. That's broken up by Avdia, and then Grant took over to beat him out on the floor. Stumbling after Richards, last touch by the big man. Blazer ball. Suns trailed the Blazers in the first quarter by 14 and then came back and evened it up at 31 at the end of the first quarter. Simon stands still. Off it comes to Ayton. He'll raise for 3. Just did make it to the iron. Booker will take it. Booker 17 tonight. 6 shy, breaking Walter Davis's all-time scoring mark for the Suns. Dunn was moving on a screen. He commits a foul and another turnover on the Suns.
Normally there should be a spot on offense where you can rest, and that normally comes when you don't have the ball in your hand. So for Dunn, the rookie for Phoenix, that's one of those positions. You just setting a screen and getting out of the way. Yeah, that's just kind of routine. But Tumani doesn't even let you do that incorrectly. Instead, he draws a foul against you.
Avdia with a blow-by, can't finish. Ayton cleans it up outside to Simons. Ant raises and knocks down his first 3 of the night. Simons 5 points tonight. We're tied nonetheless at 55. That speaks to that offense and the distribution, Lamar, when your leading scorer is 5 points and you're in a tie ball game.
Yep. They just want to set it up for him so that when they need him to potentially close, it's right there for the taking.
7 Blazer scores in double figures on Saturday night. Durant corkscrews into the air. He's got a dozen for the night. The lead continues to yo-yo back and forth between these clubs. Simons elevating. Dunn with a rebound. Dunn, the 28th pick in this year's draft, coming out of Virginia.
That's not a situation he wants to find himself in, having to dribble the ball up the floor against Tumani.
Play by 8 to scramble.
Yep.
Get a hold of that loose ball. Jones checked by Simons. Booker getting to his spot, immediately curls into the lane. Pump fakes 2 defenders into the air, and it was 8 that clipped him. So Booker to the line. Booker, a 4-time All-Star, but not this year, despite having a great year. 8th in the league in scoring. 2-time All-NBA. Delicious, full-bodied, non-alcoholic craft brews that can be enjoyed anytime, anywhere. Best Day Brewing, the best non-alcoholic craft beer for your best day yet. Find your nearest Best Day retailer at bestdaybrewing.com. Devin Booker inching closer to that record. 19 points for Booker. Walter Davis out of North Carolina. Hall of Famer, now deceased former Blazer. Grant comes the other way and a big jolt from Simons.
That was really good defense from Devin Booker. He knew what Denny wanted to do, and that's going to be one of the parts of Denny's game that he will have to adjust on depending on who that defender is. Booker that time beat him to the spot. Booker is a strong enough defender to take that blow where once the impact happens, Denny lost the ball. He wasn't able to corral it and get to his normal sidestep or just blow by. And Denny has taken, I think, a perfect approach to that type of thing, Kev, where he has said he realizes he's got so much to add to his game. He's getting a chance to do things in his career at a high and consistent level that he hasn't gotten a chance to do in the past. So he knows it's not all going to come overnight over one season. He wants to add little by little, brick by brick, and get to the place where he believes he can be as a player. So this is the worst you're likely going to ever see Denny Avdia. And that's a pretty good worse.
There's a rebound that comes right back into his lap. Up the floor, he'll negotiate the top of the arc. Tamani will take it. Good cut without the ball. Avdia tries to go up, but changes his mind to Simons, and then they rotate it to Grant, and he sticks a three.
Anthony Simons did this early in the game. He did it again there. Passed up a potential shot for himself that no one would have got mad at him for taking to give his teammate a look.
Booker, fadeaway splash. Booker with 21 on the night.
Those kind of shots from Booker and Kevin Durant is the reason why the Suns rank last in the league at percentage of overall field goal attempts. Go get that DA up. Overall field goal attempts at the rim, Kev. They live in the mid-range. They shoot the second highest percentage of shots from the mid-range at 37.2%. And the majority of those are short mid-range. They can go from 3 too.
Booker has the three, and he has the all-time scoring mark in the history of the Phoenix Suns. Booker with 24 tonight. Booker in his 10th year out of Kentucky. He has seen the lean years and the good years here with the Phoenix Suns. Avdia comes right back and drills a triple. Blazers within 4, 7:12 to go here in the third quarter. And if you had Booker hitting a three out of the corner for the title, you probably won that little side parlay. Here's Booker outside. He'll trigger no. Rebound gathered in by Ayton. Denny Avdia will bring it ahead. Avdia hesitates. Got in deep. Double pump fake. Lay it up. Foul. Dunn got it. Timeout on the floor. Avdia to go to the strike with the Blazers trailing by 4, 6.5 left in the third quarter. Congratulations to Devin Booker, Phoenix Suns all-time leading scorer. 15,668. That's quite a list right there.
Yeah.
6:39 left, third quarter. Suns on top, 65-61 here at Moda in Portland, Oregon, USA, where it's now time for the McDonald's McDelivery replay.
Anthony Simons has been primarily a distributor in this game. 7 assists that leads this game for both teams. But the times when he has looked to score, he's had to move around quite a bit. And no matter how far he's had to travel, he's been willing to accept that challenge. And he has a shot for the situation.
Well, the announcement going out here at Moda about Devin Booker's good fortune of being the #1 leading scorer in Phoenix Suns history. 10 years working at his craft. Passing Walter Davis, the late great Walter Davis, 11 years in the league, Walter Davis. Hall of Famer, 2-time All-NBA, now deceased. Played for the Blazers for a very short period of time. At the end of his career, was actually part of the Drazen Petrovic deal that sent Drazen in a 3-team deal to the Nets. Here he is greeting some of his family in town for the record. 37 points on Saturday A 15-point third quarter for Booker on Saturday. Avdia getting to the line. Denny with his second and third free throws tonight. Avdia over the last 7 games, third in the league in free throws attempted, or 3 free throws made actually. Here is Kevin Durant coming off a screen. Plumlee on the roll, barrels into the lane. Not much you can do with that big alligator in that position. Suns on top by 4, 6:13 remaining third quarter. Up top, Scoot. Grant comes off the screen, sees traffic, hooks it to Scooter. He'll guide a 3 up and in.
It's a really big deal because the way they regarded him in the first half, they were more so clogging all the paint, taking away the gaps, and forcing him to try to make some shots.
Booker knifes between defenders, and they attempt to squeeze him, and a foul.
This shot is going to be here for Scoot, and he has not been shy about taking it over the last month. And it has looked really good leaving his hands.
Foul on Avdia. That is the third on Denny, much to the consternation of the crowd here at Moda tonight. Good crowd on hand. On a Monday, the Pacers coming in town tomorrow night. Denny brought back to the bench. Shaden Sharp will step in. 5:50 left here in the third, and Grayson Allen will counter for the Suns. He'll come to get Tyus Jones. Pacers here tomorrow. The Pacers are in Salt Lake City to play the Jazz tonight. They, of course, feature Pascal Siakam, the All-Star. They had quite a January, Indiana did. 10-2 month of January. Of course, one of those losses was in France where they split with San Antonio. Up top at the elbow, working in, 8 corkscrews into the air for a jump hook. Booker the rebound, head up scanning, off to Allen in transition, attended there by Sharp. Kamara will match up on Booker. Beal trying to get in the action. Plumlee there to set a screen as well. Look out, Scoot. They jump the ball, feed to Plumlee. Excellent passer. He spots Beal at the rim for the lay-in.
Yeah, that's where Shaden has 2 responsibilities. Beal at the rim and then Allen at the three-point line. You rather take away the layup first, but also as Shea knocks that down with the 2, you don't want to make it so wide open for Grayson Allen, who's one of the top 10 three-point percentage shooters in the league. Tough position to be in.
Sharp his 3rd attempt of the night on his way to 7 points. Beal. Watching him is Scoot. Booker goes to work. He draws 8 on him and immediately goes right at the big man who was vulnerable. Backpedal.
It's felt like his mindset is he's not going to let his team lose his 2nd game in Portland.
Correct. And he has let the game come to him. 7 of 12 from the field. Now 10 of 10 from the line for Book. 27 points for that young man.
While letting it come to him, he hasn't passed up on any opportunity to attack. That's that fine balance that the great scorers like him can find.
An 89%er. He averages 7 attempts a ball game. Cashes in on this one. Booker 11 of 11 from the stripe, 28 points. Scoot up the floor. Blazers 5 down. Give it to Sharp. Step back 3. Short. In the hands of Plumlee, who has 11 rebounds tonight. Beal pounded the dribble, 11 to shoot. Now makes a move. Galloping into a running right-hander. And he induces the Blazers into a foul. Blazers over the limit.
And that's one that he did not want called because he had the assist to Plumlee.
Beal to the line out of St. Louis, Missouri. Yes, sir.
What the officials should do is next time that same kind of play happens and there's a bump, don't call it. And say, we thought you wanted to pass. I thought you wanted to throw the lob again. Last time you didn't need the whistle.
Beal, the 31-year-old from Florida, of course, has been was the center of conversation concerning the trade deadline coming up. Into the lane, Scoot off the screen. That's a power move in there, hanging, hunting, and scoring. Scoot 8 points, 75-70 count. Suns on top. 3:59 to go third quarter. KD winds up on a three. Ascending for the board, Toumani Camara. Quick outlet pass to Sharp. Into front court between the wickets, gathering momentum with Allen on an Ayton screen. He'll stop, give it to Toumani. He'll rise for three. Nothing but cotton.
The Young Bucks working in tandem.
Suns by 2. Threading his way in is Allen. Bouncing over to Beal to KD. In and out. 2 of 5 from 3. Blazers up the floor. Scoot. Grant, catch, shoot, 3, no. 8 in the rebound. Turns, rattled the ball. Jump hook, no. Tip jam attempt by Jeremy. Second tip, spike it outside. Camara couldn't handle it, but a nice hustle play. Jeremy Grant keeping things lively.
Yeah. Little Scoot taking that screen in the middle. He can go either direction. He's got...
Guys, we are going to tie a bow on our story about our new friend, super fan from Sydney, Australia, David Swells. The other night, he got a chance to meet Matisse. Of course, Matisse popped in. Eric Hallman so graciously giving him an Anthony Simons jersey, his favorite player. The great Beth Hancock getting it signed by Anthony himself and then giving it to him with a bunch of other little goodies. He continued to look at me all night and saying, is this real life? I can't believe this is happening. He was speechless. So thank you to Beth, thank you to E, thank you to everybody. David Swales, a night he will never forget. And I'm sure he made it home. He left the next day for Sydney. Had some ferries he had to drive, before we get a chance to go visit him and drive them ourselves, guys.
Sydney Harbor is a beautiful spot. Highly suggest you visit the Sydney Harbor if you're going to make that long flight to Australia.
But what was his wife's response when she saw the tattoo? Remember that part of the story, the surprise tattoo?
I find it hard to believe she didn't know about that tattoo.
Oh, okay.
I'm calling embellishment. 2:47 to go, third quarter. Suns by 2. Scoot up the floor. Up top, perfect position for DeAndre to snap the wrist and tie this game at 75.
Scoot has found a nice groove here in this third quarter. The handle to the dish and the DA throwdown.
Bending his knees on defense, keeping track of Beal. Often comes to KD to 15 feet. Durant with 15, Booker 28 to lead the Suns. They're up 2. The Blazers have 2 in double figures. Abdi at 22 and Ayton with 14. Toumani up top, checked by Durant. Scoot with it. Toumani slips the screen in deep, gives to Ayton, faces up, flutters one up there, in and out. Boy, I'd love to get that one back. Plumlee a rebound, another one. Up to Grayson Allen. Beal flashes a pass to Durant, trying to fend off Camara. He bothered that shot. It came off wildly into the hands of the Blazers. Speeding out of backcourt is Scoot. He attacks the rack and he's fouled. And Scoot Henderson will head to the line.
He's making the plays in the half court, whether it's himself scoring, getting somebody involved, and here he is in the open floor. He had numbers. He had his teammates to his left. Anthony was in that corner area for a 3. And because of those numbers, the defense shades a little bit over there to the point where they can't cut him off directly. And he made the right decision, got himself to the line, and that was after this, the crossover. Low with the handle, high with the pass.
With the no look.
Yeah.
Just looking away. Scoot. Chance to tie, he does. Henderson tonight, 10 points, 4 assists, couple of boards. 77 all, 1:35 to go third quarter. Beal break it down on Simons, Clingan there to help. Clingan recovers on Plumlee, but not sufficiently enough as he makes contact with Plumlee. So Plumlee steps to the line. While we have an opportunity, I want to send out a birthday greeting to Lamar to a very special fan, Sandy Wolf.
Okay.
He's been a Blazers fan for over 50 years, watches every game despite our broadcast. And she is celebrating her 78th birthday.
Wow. Happy birthday, Sandy.
Sandy, we wish you a very, very happy birthday. You're 78th on the same day that Scoot Henderson is celebrating his birthday. 21 for Scooter.
Very cool. She also shares the birthday with Dr. Chestnut from Rebound. It's his birthday. And also Lisa down low.
Wow.
One of the attendants here at Moda Center. Oh, it's a special day.
Say it's your birthday. Kamara for three. With all that birthday celebration, Tamani says, I got some icing on my fingers right here. And he gives the Blazers a lead at three, 80-77. 1:03 left in the third quarter. Plumlee. Hand off here to Beal. Turns the corner, running right-hander. Too high off the iron. He saw Klingon coming at it. Ball loose. Grabbed by Denny. Up the floor comes Turbo. To Tamani. For three. Another one. Tamani with a triple. He's 4 of 5 from three. And the Blazers take a lead of 6. Tamani coming off a double-double on Saturday night against this club with 18 points. Durant swings over to Allen. Bouncing in the corner to O'Neal. Ball fake. Steps by Scoot. 3 in the air. Got it. A 15-5 run in progress right now for the Blazers. 25 seconds left third quarter. Blazers on top by 3. Differential on the clocks of about 3. 10 to shoot for Scoot. Simons, brush screen, open 3. Bingo! Blazers are raining down triples. They lead by 6. Durant up the floor, getting it back. Off to Allen at the buzzer. No. Blazers take a 6-point lead into the fourth quarter of play here at home. Toumani Camara. Who is that man? Right there. Camara, 4 of 5 from 3, 14 points. Blazers with a lot of momentum, shooting 48% from 3 for the ball game. They've won 7 of the last.
Kev, I thought this stop and score from the Blazers led by Denny was impressive. We're going to ID Denny. He's over here in this area. What he's going to do is he's going to point down to Toumani in a second to tell Toumani to get the corner because Denny's going to get the roll. We let the play roll and watch Denny go down to help on the roll to the bucket. Tell Toumani you got corner. They sandwich Mason Plumlee, get the stop, and then they're off and running to a score. And before we can even get out of it, Donovan Klingon in real time is dunking the ball, adding more points to the board.
So just like that, the Blazers lead it here by 8. Half minute gone by in the fourth quarter. Beal comes off a screen from Plumlee. Checked by Avia. That one rattles in and out. Klingon grabs the board and Avia speeds down the floor. What a third quarter for the Blazers, outscoring the Suns 37-24 into the lane. Simons offering, rattles in and out, but the Blazers get it back. Ball bouncing their way now. Klingon with it. In deep on Booker. Goes to work. Turns. Trying to get up a hook up there, but left it short. Good defense by Booker. Book. Handling up top. Getting it back from O'Neal. Sharp, Avdia, Simons, Grant, and Klingon start this fourth quarter for the Blazers. It's O'Neal into the lane. Off to Plumlee. He's got 5 to shoot. Booker with it, 3 to shoot, on his way into the lane, high glass up and in before Klingon could get it to the top of his jump. Denny Avdia, 13 to shoot, circles on Booker, hook it back outside, Sharp raising for 3. And the rebound gathered in there by Royce O'Neal. Booker backing in deep, ball jarred away, but pops right here to O'Neal in stride. 9 to shoot, over to Booker. Gets separation on Sharp, sends up a runner that won't go, and the rebound recovered by Klingon. Advanced pass knocked down by O'Neal, back to the glass, lay it up. Klingon got down there to block the shot, but goaltending is the call.
Donovan got that.
Boy. Just a split second before it got glass, it looked like. 88-84. Blazers a lead of 4, 9:43 to go, fourth quarter. Simons on top here to Klingon. Sharp lost his footing, fouled by Booker. Blazers on their way to 37 points in the third quarter, spread it out. Kamara had 9 and had 6. Scoot had 7, Denny 5, and JG had 6.
This is the 2 that Donovan started the quarter with.
Avdia out of a double team, wouldn't you know? 22, 7 boards, 5 assists for Denny tonight. Blazers up by 4. Sharp working on Royce O'Neal, who's a tough cover. After the whistle, O'Neal slaps at it. Sharp takes a bit of an issue with that, but Sharp will head to the line.
That's what Coach Billups said. He likes somebody to make Shaden mad every game. After Shaden kind of got into it a little bit with Goga Batadze for the Orlando Magic, and then turned up a few levels with his play.
Tonight, Sharp in 15 minutes has attempted 5 shots. He's hit a 3. He has 7 points, 2 assists. It's time now for the Pacific Office Automation stats. The Suns 63 field goal attempts, Blazers 68. 3-point shooting, Portland 14 of 30, and the Suns 12 of 28. Portland unconscious in the third quarter. 26-18 paint point advantage for Portland, and the Suns guilty of 14 turnovers. Blazers again take care of the rock. There's 10 turnovers so far tonight. Shaden gets work done at the line, giving the Blazers a lead of 6. 9:22 to go, fourth quarter. Durant picked up on a switch by Ant Simons. Grant comes to help. Beal floats inside, bouncing over to Allen. One dribble adjustment for 3.
Patience.
Ball was being walked into front court by Sharp. I'll let that roll out there. Here's Simons with it. Myers got a little spacing here on the wing. Anto locked in to make a dribble drive attempt on O'Neal, and he got clobbered. Simons earns himself a couple of free throws on the foul to O'Neal. That's his third. Simons had 16.7 assists against Phoenix on Saturday night. It was a plus 19 for that ball game. And just 8 points against Orlando on 3 of 9 shooting from the field. And yet the club put big numbers on the board. That's what's been most interesting about the 3-game winning streak.
Yep.
And winning 7 of the last 8. 5 of those by double digits. Blazers up 4. KD working on Simons. Grant again comes to double. Over to O'Neal. Fakes, drives, kicks. Beal. The floater from 3, nothing but net. He's got 17. And the Suns are 14 of 30 from the 3-point line. Blazers call time. 8:10 remaining here in the fourth from Portland, where the Blazers hold a lead of 1 on the Suns. 8:10 left, fourth quarter play. Time now for the Alaska Airlines dunk of the game.
DeAndre Ayton. You have been summoned to go up high and then bring it down low. Through the rim, one-handed. Good pass from Scoot. Good dunk from DA.
Our Alaska Airlines dunk of the game. Alaska Airlines donating 3,000 mileage miles to self-enhancement, supporting African-American youth and families in Portland since 1981. Tom Haberstroh, DeAndre Ayton has been particularly good over this stretch of winning for the Blazers.
Yeah, DA, when he's playing with force, the Blazers are just a different team. Got to give a shout out to someone who reached out to me on X earlier from Ecuador. Ecuador Total reached out and asked, what's the Blazers record when he has at least 12 field goal attempts? Well, they're 11-9. The Blazers are 11-9, and DeAndre Ayton has at least 12 field goal attempts. Tonight, he has 17 field goal attempts, 14 points, 12 rebounds, and the Blazers are 12-5 when he gets to the free throw line. He's got 2 free throws tonight.
Thank you, Tom. After the timeout, Scoot Henderson, 13 points on that triple to give the Blazers a lead of 4. O'Neal, closely guarded by Scoot. Over to Grayson Allen on the post-up. Just did get it off in time to pull the Suns to within 2. Phoenix comes into tonight's play 25-23, number 8 in the West, 10-14 on the road. Blazers winners of 3 in a row, 7 of the last 8, 12-13 here at home. Grant corkscrews on the dribble, takes Booker to the baseline. Bodies up, power move, no, rebound Allen. Booker into front court. On the kick, it's Allen for 3, short, Sharp with a rebound. On the advance, Grant lost it with contact on Allen. Booker to Beal, freewheeling to the cup for the two-hand jam. Tied at 94. 6:38 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Blazers have led by as many as 14 back in the first quarter. Suns' largest lead has been 9. Scoot in deep. Sees a crowd off to Ayton. New dribbles to Scoot Henderson. Two-man play. Mid-block turnaround jumper. Fading as Ayton in and out. Durant in the front court to Allen. Pumps it to O'Neal. He's been hot tonight. That one swirls and pops out. Suns shooting 14 of 32 from 3 tonight, Lamar. The Blazers 15 of 31.
They got the switch with Beal on DA, but then KD came to help.
Good movement. Sharp into the paint. Draws a crowd. Finds Kamara for 3. No. Weak side rebound. Grant had position on Beal. And a foul on Bradley Beal.
With Anthony and Denny preparing to check in.
Fourth team foul on the Suns in a tie ball game. Blazers looking for some advantages wherever they can find them.
Yeah, that guy right there, Anthony Simons, he can create them. Either out of a screen or just one-on-one.
Scoot gets Allen involved in a screen. Allen from behind reaches in. He puts the Blazers to the line with the reach.
Allen or KD?
Oh, Kevin Durant. But boy, I tell you what, Allen was taking some swipes at Scoot, who steps up to the stripe. Scoot 3 of 3 from the line. Blazers 13 of 16 tonight from the line. And he gets it done at the charity stripe. Henderson 13 points, 9 assists, 0 turnovers Saturday night against Phoenix. He had 23 and 7 assists against Orlando. The game before that was 3 of 5 from 3. He's strung together some great games. 10 and 6 assists against Milwaukee with just 1 turnover. 96-94 count. Blazers a lead of 2.
The Blazers know the 3 offensive players who are going to be the decision makers for the Suns. It's just a matter of what method. Isolation, dribble handoff. ISO has always been an easy answer for Kevin Durant. That's what they go to there against a smaller Anthony Simons.
And this is just the second team foul, I believe. First team foul for the Blazers. Ooh, what an advantage here down the stretch. 96-94 count. Booker one-on-one on Simons. Trying to force Booker there to help. Obvious steps up. Recovers on Beal. Made some contact. And they send Beal to the line.
In real time, I thought that was good defense by both guys. Anthony played really good position defense, and that's why no big advantage was created on the handoff to Beal. And so because of that, Coach Billups is going to issue the coach's challenge. Because Denny, yeah, that's really, it seems like marginal contact on this. And Denny has the right to be in the restricted area because that's a play that originates in the lower defensive box. So this isn't a matter of the foul standing because he's standing in that restricted circle.
They'll take a look at the Blazer challenge. Portland up by 2. We'll return in a moment.
Kicking off the 6th year of Brooke Hearts Your Heart, continuing to raise funds for the American Heart Association of Oregon and Southwest Washington. 20 members, reps of the AHA. Earlier, we got a chance to kind of hang out. I was able to present a value of what we've been able to give them over the last 5 years, which is over $126,000. Again, I cannot believe it. We are going to continue, obviously, to raise awareness about heart health in this, our 6th year. You guys can go to trailblazers.com/heart for more information. You can also buy a pin or a hat or both online at River City Clothing Co. in Moda Center while supplies last for the portion of proceeds supporting AHA. And guys, you are sporting the pin. They look fantastic on you. I appreciate that as well.
Brooke, it's the least we can do for a good friend, and really appreciate your work in the community. Nice job. 126,000 plus. Folks aware they need to take care of that ticker.
Yeah, this from the American Heart Association.
Because I tell you what, you're going to need that ticker down the stretch. This could be one of those games. Here's Avia, spins into the air, out it comes to Scoot for 3. Nope, rebound grabbed by Booker. Now the Suns with a chance to take the lead. Booker kicking outside. In motion is Beal, missed the 3. Rebound Kamara.
Well, just for the audience rejoining, the Blazers lost that coach's challenge, and the official felt that Tumani slid into the area. So again, it wasn't a matter of the restricted area because he had the ability to stand down there. Or Denny was the one who slid in. Tumani's making a 3. Maybe I just felt like Tumani was going to make a 3. I had Tumani at the top of mine. But they said Denny did not get to that spot in time.
4th foul on Avia on that play. Kamara now comes back down with the triple. And he's got a career high in terms of making that 3, which looks better and better. Tumani 5 of 7 from 3. Booker comes back with a long ball. No. Rebound gets away and into the hands of Beal. KD up top. Pump fake, a drive. Finishing with a 2-hand jam. 99-98. Blazers with a lead of 1. We're under 4 minutes remaining in this one.
Tumani took a risk defensively going for the steal against Kevin Durant. That's not where the Blazers got burned. Anytime you can get the ball out of Durant's hands and maybe come away with a steal that goes the length of the floor, you do it. Scoot had his back. Phoenix just stuck with it and got a big bucket.
Simon's a step back 3. Scoot trying to disengage from Allen to race over there and grab the loose ball. Can't quite get there in time. Suns will take it with a chance to take the lead. 6 lead changes, 7 ties in this one. Blazers have led by as many as 14. Suns' largest lead has been 9. It'll be Beal to bring it out of backcourt, checked by Avdia. Now Simons will switch on to him. Coming to screen is Durant. Drawing Ayton up top. KD works the dribble into a pull-up. Got it. Kevin Durant is a pull-up magician inside the arc, both he and Booker.
Yeah, another reason the Suns feel so good putting the ball in their hands and going to the mid-range is Phoenix is 3rd best in the league at opponents' blocks per game. And here they are blocking the shot.
Yeah, KD at the rim there on 8. Suns with a 1-point lead. Drop step to the baseline. Booker backing down on Avdia. Tough cover. Avdia at 6'9". Works him outside. Durant slapped away by Scoot. Recovers into a pass to Allen. Guns it outside to O'Neal for 3. Ayton, tough rebound. Unloads to Denny. Speeds down the floor. Chopping his steps. Turbo accelerates and he's fouled.
He got fouled a couple times on that one. He was determined.
Fallon Booker is his 5th. Watch him go. Here comes Turbo.
Yeah, you can see when he accelerated, Kev, it's when he saw that Booker was not close enough to cut off his straight line pathway. And as soon as he realized that, he just turned it up another level.
Avdia 56 free throws attempted since January the 21st. That's 7 games ago. And that is 3rd only to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with 64 and Giannis Antetokounmpo with 59. So he's getting the recognition from the officials when he drives the ball the way he does. He was red hot in January, averaging 18 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. He's got a chance to give the Blazers a lead here, and he does. Denny Avdia getting work done again tonight with 24 points, 7 boards, 5 assists. Blazers up 1, 2:29 remaining. Beal operating, coming off a screen from Durant. KD will pop out, drawing Simons on him again at the top.
They feel like he can shoot over the top.
Gonna go left, had some difficulty with the dribble, but boy, did he get himself right in the air as the Suns take a lead back. Durant with 21 tonight.
So that's that number, Kev. The third fewest blocks happen against them. The only teams that are better is Milwaukee and the Lakers. And then Boston is fourth. And what do each of those teams have? They got some superstar players who it is tough to time those guys up and block their shot.
This is Simons avoiding O'Neal this time, but it rattles off into the hands of Durant. Booker will bring it up with 1:41 remaining. Suns a lead of 1. Remember, the Blazers do not have the challenge. They do have a foul to give. Booker into the corner here to KD. He'll unwind on the 3, hit the top of the glass, side of the glass, and it's recovered by the Blazers. Simons up the floor. You will see that in a rare instance. Up top, it's DeAndre Ayton from Simons. A pinpoint pass to give the Blazers a lead at 103-102. 1:18 remaining. Beal at the point. Durant edges his way outside the screen. Grant switches out. Simons on Durant. 8 to shoot. KD puts the dribble down. Fall-away jumper and a foul. He will shoot 2.
It's hard to block. Here it is. We'll freeze it really quick. The A's defender right here, Royce O'Neal, will let it roll. He's staring at the ball because he knows Anthony Simons is dangerous with the ball in his hands in these late game scenarios. And then once that happens, that's DA's prompt to just get out of there. Slip down the lane, and you'll get a dunk.
We're at the century mark. It's the McDonald's 100 play. It's been activated. You can score a free 6-piece Chicken McNugget tomorrow from your locally owned and operated McDonald's with the purchase of $2 or more, only in the McDonald's app. Be sure to download the McDonald's app right now. Durant has tied the game at 103. 1:01 remaining in this one. And Durant giving the Suns a lead of 1. Blazers' next home game tomorrow against the Pacers at 7. Get your verified Ticketmaster tickets at trailblazers.com. Pacers on a roll, winning tonight against Utah. Indiana 4th in the East. It's Simons up top, working with 11 to shoot. 47 seconds to play. Blazers down 1. He's got KD on him. He steps back, a deep 2. Got him. He buries a deep 2 to give the Blazers the lead. 105-104. 42 seconds remaining in the contest, and a timeout on the deck. There was no doubt Simons was taking that shot.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier in the game. All he needs is his teammates to give him a chance at the end of the game to then potentially shut the door. So the Blazers as a whole, they have battled hard. Anthony's been more of a distributor to this point, but it gets to a place in the game where they feel like they got to call on their best three-point off-the-bounce perimeter threat. And although Anthony doesn't get 3 right there, he gets a big 2. Now the conversation shifts to defensively, what the Blazers want to accomplish. They got to be prepared for a quick strike. Phoenix likely wants to go 2 for 1 here. 2 offensive possessions to the Blazers' 1 offensive possession to end this game. And so the Blazers have to be communicating early and often.
Let's take a look at a Moda Health assist of the night here tonight.
Then he gets that ball in the middle, and he sees Tumani. He throws it up for him. Tumani elevates, even with some defense right there to finish the play.
The Moda Health assist of the game. For more information about the Moda Health assist program, visit trailblazers.com. Blazers 2 timeouts remaining. Both clubs over the limit. Suns with 1 timeout remaining. Blazers do not have their challenge. 42 seconds remaining. Grayson Allen to bring it in bounds. Durant will make a move for it initially. Along the edge, he's got Ayton on him. He'll tee up a triple. Back iron, rebound, Avdia.
That's their 2 for 1. That's their quick shot.
30 seconds remaining as Avdia clears midcourt. Blazers holding a lead of 1. They spread the floor. 3 on the left side. and Tamani in the corner on the right. And the Blazers let it work to 21 and 7/10 seconds remaining. 10 on the shot clock and call timeout. So this, Lamar gives him a chance to take a breather here and set it up with a good healthy portion. 10 on the shot clock. And be able to use the back court as well. Bringing it in front court. Avia 24 tonight, Kamara 17, 8 and 16, Scoot 15, and Simons 11. They had 7 in double figures on Saturday night. And tonight was another case of excellent distribution. Now it's about a win. Blazers have won 3 straight, 7 of the last 8. What do you run here?
One option they'll have, they could put Anthony in the backcourt and run him into the play late, inbounding it to Jeremy Grant. If they don't want to go that direction, since they have enough time, it's not an end of game scenario, then it's a throw it in, Anthony come off of some type of screen with a roller, the AB and the roller down the paint. Those are a couple options, the latter being one that I can see them running, but they got guys on the floor. Going back to people contributing as scorers, they got several guys that they can go to in this situation. Here goes the handoff.
Simons to take it back, off to Grant. A quick shot is blocked by Durant, but he got it back, 3 to shoot. Up, he stops for the dunk. Brilliant play by Jeremy Grant to give the Blazers a lead at 3. The Suns on the advance, trailing by 3.
Blazers can foul. They can foul before the shot goes up.
Here's Booker, hook pass to O'Neal, over to Allen, into the lane.
Don't help in.
Kick it outside. It goes to O'Neal, open shooter for the tie. Got it. 1 and 7/10 seconds remaining. And the Blazers use their last timeout.
They missed 2 opportunities there.
The best shot was when Allen drove it into the lane, it looked like.
Well, first of all, they can foul before a shot goes up. But beyond that, Kev, when this drive happens, they should not be leaving the perimeter. A 2 does not beat them in this situation. It doesn't hurt them. A 3-point shot is the only shot that can hurt them. So you do not want to help off of your man in that scenario. Well, the Blazers are going to have to draw something up again with right under 2 seconds. They ran a staggered screen on the opposite side for Jeremy, and when the shot got blocked, the defender flew out of the play. Kevin Durant continued on behind Jeremy. Now watch Tumani down low. He's going to carve out space for Jeremy to just walk right in there and go up with the dunk. So it was a great play offensively by the Blazers to get this done, but a blunder defensively that could have kept the advantage on their side.
And Booker on the advance in the front court, flared out. He had a chance to foul him there.
Yep.
And I really thought they were going to get Allen when he drove it into the lane. There were 3 defenders there around him. But they cycle it outside, and to his credit, Royce O'Neal's had a nice night. 4 of 7 shooting from 3-point range for a guy whose career averages at 38%. All right, 1 and 7/10 seconds for the Blazers.
Yeah, Kev, on this one, again, a lot of perimeter options. Anthony's always the first one, but watch any slips to the rim. And DA, he's got Royce O'Neal on him. The Blazers could run something where they clear out the space and throw it up to him.
Kamara inbounds. Here's Simons. He'll turn. It's blocked. So the Phoenix Suns earned themselves an opportunity at overtime. Score tied at 107 here in Portland. And another block administered by the Phoenix Suns defense.
Well, Bradley Beal didn't get hit. No screen for him to really have to navigate, so he got a free run up there to block that. I thought, you see DA down there with Royce O'Neal?
Right.
I thought that's something they might look at, where they just clear it out for him, and then he has basically 2 seconds, second and a half, to catch, turn, and score.
We'll step aside and prepare for overtime in Portland. Time leading scorer, moving just ahead of the late great Walter Davis, the Hall of Famer. First overtime game of the year for the Blazers. Looking at the foul situation, Simons with 5 and Avdia with 4. And for the Suns, Devin Booker is at the limit of 5 fouls as well. Blazers send out Avdia and Ayton along with Kamara, Grant, and Simons out onto the floor.
If the Blazers win this tip, they will have a possibility to run their lob play for DA. Oh, they don't get it.
No, they don't. In fact, Booker is able to grab the loose rock and sail right to the rim. Give the Suns the early lead here in overtime. Booker 30 tonight, had 37 Saturday night. Avdia.
The mental recalibration after you feel like you just let an opportunity slip is always the first thing. So the Blazers got to be locked in mentally here.
Grant a 3, follow tip, 2-hand jam, DeAndre Ayton.
Good action. Somebody running out to the shooter, somebody running out to the block out. Blazers had the Suns chasing.
Durant, high screen, he'll roll out, get it from Beal. Into the lane on Simons, who's got to play soft with 5 fouls. Tough shot falling away. Durant giving the Suns a lead of 2. 4 minutes remaining in overtime. Avdia turns. He's got a 3 in his sights. Back iron, rebound. Ayton is after it. And it apparently went off of Booker, but he wants a challenge.
He basically called the timeout.
That he did not touch the ball.
Yeah, Booker signaled for the timeout. He wasn't even waiting for his coach. That's how certain he feels about this.
So saying it was Blazer basketball off of Booker, they will contend that and challenge the call. Now, was there a foul proximate to the play?
Yeah, from that angle, I'm guessing that Booker, with the confidence he showed, his hand is on top of DA's. So DA hits it right there, and then Booker, like with the camera angle, we can't see it the way that he can feel it.
I don't know. What I'm seeing is it go off. All right, take a look at this one. I don't think he touched it. It went off the DA. That gave you probably the best look at the 3 we saw.
To review the ball, last touch, Ayton's left hand, therefore the challenge is successful. It's Phoenix basketball with 24 on the shot clock. Phoenix retains their timeout and they have the ability for a second challenge later in the game.
And remember, the Blazers do not have that ability to challenge. 111-109, Suns a lead of 2, 3:49 remaining in overtime, and the Suns to bring it in bounds. This is a night when the Suns' big 3 have clicked. Booker 32, Durant with 25, and Beal coming off the bench with 21. Beal will bring it up the floor with a lead of 2 at 3:45 to go here in the overtime. Royce O'Neal giving to Booker. Challenged by Kamara. High hands. The 3 is off and into the hands of Grant. Simons motors into front court on a Grant screen. Durant steps out on him. JG has a step advantage, and he curls in there with a scoop shot and a little spin on it, and rolls in to tie the game at 111.
He got there fast.
Durant a screen on the edge. Allen floats to the corner. KD again met by Simons. Remember, playing with 5 fouls. Durant double teamed over to O'Neal. Swings in the corner, an open look for Booker. No. Beal seals off JG for the board and finds Durant wide open for 3. In and out. Rebound hauled in by Ayton. Whew. Yeah. Ayton and 18 and 16 double-double tonight. Another one. Avdia with it. Grant looking for
skip.
Forced it into Ayton, turns, tough shot, fade away, up and in.
That's tremendous patience from D.A. Kev, because he was being fronted for a second, and Jeremy, he showed patience as well, because the skip pass was open, but they were intent on getting it down to D.A.
Durant the other way into the lane, bothered by Ayton, and a foul called on D.A. Durant heads to the line, a chance to tie it.
Oh, Jeremy gets to this bucket quick. Finishes with the layup, and here, Jeremy, he's looking at the skip, but he saw Royce O'Neal readjust and slide behind D.A. So once that happened, now it's a direct post pass down low, and the patience from both of those two allowed that window to open up.
Durant looking to put us into a tie situation again with 2:10 remaining in overtime. The Suns 19 of 22 at the stripe. Durant an 83%er up there, hits them both. Score tied at 113, 2:10 remaining in the OT. Lead changes 14 times. My, oh my. Simons checked again by Durant. Off it comes to Grant. Grant, hard left-hand dribble. Tied up as he goes into the air, and a foul. As O'Neal reached in, Beal's going to be called for the slack. And in any event, Grant has a chance to break this tie.
Both teams right now working out of isolation a lot. The difference is the Blazers' shots are a little bit harder to come by because defensively the Suns aren't sending two at anybody right now. If Anthony Simons is involved in a ball screen, they're just switching it. Guard to guard or guard to wing. On the Blazers side, they're throwing it to Kevin Durant against Anthony Simons sometimes. And really Kevin Durant against mostly anybody, they're going to feel the need to provide some help. So that's going to be the challenge, this last 150. The fact that the Blazers' shots, in theory, should be harder to generate, and they still got to find a way. Jeremy Grant did right there, getting himself to the line.
And remember that matchup, Durant on Simons, is against a guy with 5 fouls. Anthony Simons. Grant missed the second free throw. Ayton pries the rebound away. Blazers lead by 1, and they'll get it back. 1:45 remaining in overtime. Simons threading it through the wickets, gathering momentum into the lane. A running right-hander. He's fouled on the way to the right.
Yes. Good drive. Another play, Kev. One-on-one. You got to get your own. Nobody to help you. So you have to call on the skill set that you have worked so hard to develop. A couple bounces between the leg, a hesitation, and then acceleration. Money time.
Simons an 89%er at the stripe. One of the best in the league. Knocks it down. Blazers up 2. And pops in the second. And the Blazers drop back defensively. Kamara will shadow Booker. Is pinned on a screen. Simon steps up on Booker. Dribble handoff to Durant. Into the lane. Ball knocked down by Kamara. Nearly grabbed by Ayton. It gets away and out of bounds. Suns will take it with 11 on the shot clock. Tamari with a big time deflection there. Suns reconstitute on the inbounds.
Watch this back screen with Booker and KD.
Here's Book working his way out of the paint. Up top. Double team. Off to O'Neal, back to Booker, has fresh dribbles. In he comes, slants it over to Durant. A 3 at the buzzer. No. Not only that, it cascades over and out, and the Blazers will take it with 1:13 remaining here. Durant 2 of 9 from three-point range tonight. Portland lead of 3 with possession.
Yeah, with the pigeon. The ball getting stuck up there like that. Kevin Durant's last 2 attempts. Phoenix will take that all game long, any time of the game.
Practice shots for him. 1:04 remaining in overtime. Denny working with 12 to shoot. They flatten it out. Now they bring Simons up top. Avia off that screen. Breaks into the paint. Jump pass intercepted. Knocked down and intercepted. Here comes Brooks up the floor. Beal is down at backcourt. They are waiting for him to get himself going. Booker comes the other way. Now Beal joins him, 12 to shoot. Booker. Kamara tied up with Allen, and a foul on Toumani Kamara. So it's a first in the last two. The Blazers did have that one to give, and Kamara just trying to discard Allen. And a timeout. Blazers up 3, 38 and 6/10 seconds remaining. 14 to shoot for the Suns. And they have had some really, really good looks. Let's go out to Tom Haberstroh with some clutch notes.
Yeah, keep an eye on Anthony Simons here as we head to the home stretch here. No surprise he hit that big three-pointer with about 42 seconds left in regulation. Has the 2 clutch free throws there a second ago. Anthony Simons is 4th in the NBA in clutch scoring per minute. That is points per minute in clutch situations. He is 1.11 points per minute. That's more than a point per minute. The only 3 guys that are more efficient per minute in the clutch situation, which is last 5 minutes, game within 5. Tyrese Maxey, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Jalen Brunson. Anthony Simons is 4th. Shaedon Sharpe is 11th. And they are only 2 pairs in the NBA. 2 pairs of teammates, 1 on Cleveland and 1 on Portland. How about that?
It's good stuff. Thank you, Tom. So what are the odds? But Anthony Simons going to see the ball in his hands a few times. Suns will bring it in bounds. 14 to shoot, 38 and 6/10 seconds remaining. Blazers 2 timeouts remaining.
Same thing I said in regulation, Kev. 2 for 1. Phoenix wants to get this shot up as quickly as possible.
Durant, checked by Avia. In he comes. Double team to Beal. Sneaks along the inline to lay it in. And the Blazers call time. Portland with possession, leading by 1, calling timeout. 32 and 6/10 seconds remaining in the overtime. Blazers had a 3-point lead in regulation when Royce O'Neal busted a triple. After the Blazers, with an opportunity to foul, did not. And here we are in overtime. So with a timeout remaining, both sides, Lamar, both teams going to the free throw line. What do you see here? Blazers, I should add, without the challenge, and the Suns do have 1 remaining.
Blazers can take their time on this situation. They don't have to go 2 for 1. It's not a tie game. They're not losing. Their advantage is the score and time right now. So they can utilize clock, and Anthony Simons will likely have a say in this. What that say is remains to be seen, because like we saw at the end of regulation, they drew a play up where Anthony and DA were on one side, on the left side, and they ran a staggered on the opposite side for Jeremy. So that goes back to them coming off of a game with 7 guys in double-digit scoring. The way they've been winning by committee, they feel really comfortable kind of putting the ball in the hands of several guys, mainly Anthony, Jeremy, Danny off of some movement. But more times than not, Anthony Simons will have an imprint in whatever happens on this play. And now with the big in the game, Kev, as Mason Plumlee's in, that's a big to target in a screen roll game that just won't switch and feel comfortable in doing that.
Yeah.
So let's see if the Blazers can go expose that.
14 seconds to shoot. Simons across midcourt. He is covered by Beal. A quick move with the left hand. Stop. Pop. Well off the mark. Did not hit the rim. No reset. 4 and 5/10 seconds remaining. Hold on. They want to check and see. Did it hit the rim?
Yeah, it hit the rim.
All right. They did not reset the shot clock, however.
Correct or incorrect?
So as they look at this, did you see what the Blazers did? They did similar action that they did when they played at Milwaukee this year. They bring the 2 screens up and then move them out the way to clear the open for the middle open for Anthony. The thing is, on this situation, they could have been, yeah, it doesn't touch. No, doesn't look like it. in that situation, Kev, because Mason Plumlee was on the floor, they actually could have gone screen roll and generated offense with that as they normally do. But Plumlee hadn't been in the game for a long stretch of time, so they drew up a play based on how the flow of the game had been going. So that's a good sub for Mike Budenholzer to give a different look. And they try to open up that middle for Anthony to get a one-on-one shot. In Milwaukee, it resulted in him getting an and-one bucket. That was the go-ahead bucket to get the win. This time, the Suns defended fairly well.
This actually works to the Blazers' advantage because they get a free timeout essentially here to reset with 4 and 5/10 seconds remaining.
Yes, but also, did you see whose hands it was in when the whistle blew at the top of the key? Ball bouncing back out to him, Anthony.
Portland will inbound the ball with 13 on the shot clock.
Oh, so even better.
Wow.
Even better.
It's getting better and better. Oh, wait a minute. You say they're turning the shot clock off? Or are they talking about the game clock? He just said shot clock.
Yeah, he said.
No, 4 and 5/10 seconds on the shot clock. 13 on the game clock.
I thought I heard him say shot clock.
Yeah,
too.
I was going to say.
But Kev, when they blew the whistle,
Let's go to Vegas.
Anthony had the ball in his hands at the top of the key. So if they played that through, he would have got an open three at the top. But game moves on.
So what do you see here?
Well, I see Anthony or Jeremy coming off of the screen here. And maybe, you know what they could do? They could run Anthony down, and then he can curl around, and JG and DA can essentially set a double screen for Anthony to run to the top to get this ball.
4.5 on the shot clock. Avi to bring it in bounds. Check by O'Neal. Ayton at the elbow near the ball. Grant down on the baseline. Now more consternation. Okay. Tyler Ford just to one. Let's make sure we're all framed up, all on the same page here. Getting it settled for Avia to bring a ball inbounds.
There it is. Jeremy curled around to get it to Anthony.
Ayton on the far side. Grant moving toward the edge. Denied by Durant. Tipped it out. 3 and 8/10 seconds remaining on the shot clock.
Yeah, Denny wasn't able to get it into Anthony after he came off of that screen.
Avdia again to bring it in bounds. Simon's working toward it. Grant's got it. He'll heave the three. It's up off the back iron. Ayton races after the rebound. Reloads to Jeremy Grant. And a foul called on the floor. Seven and 8/10 seconds remaining. How about that? And Ayton heading to the line with the Blazers leading here 116-115. Ayton a 61%er at the line, 53 of 73 all of this year. Pumps it up, caught some iron off the glass and in. Suns a timeout remaining, Blazers a timeout remaining. Portland a lead of 2. Avdia and Kamara across from one another in the lane. O'Neal and Durant down on those baseline positions. Here's the shot up and good. And the Blazers lead it by 3. 7 and 8/10 seconds remaining. Beal will advance. Quick foul. Denny Avdia comes to get him. That was a quick one, but it sends Beal to the line for 2 with the Blazers still holding a lead of 3.
Yeah, they could have run a few more seconds off the clock, but they were hypersensitive after what happened last time.
Absolutely.
Mike Budenholzer almost looked, I don't know if you saw his reaction, almost disappointed that his crew got fouled so early. Almost like he didn't expect it. I don't know for certain, Kev, but he did not look like that was something he was expecting. Now, they do have a timeout remaining, so they don't need to intentionally miss this, does Phoenix?
Blazers bolster their position inside with Klingon stepping in now. And Iguodaro, the 6'10 rookie from Marquette, will step in now for the Suns to align there with Avdia and 8. Bradley Beal hits 2 here. The Blazers call time.
Yeah, so now the Blazers get to draw up a play to get the ball into whoever they want to shoot the free throws. Nothing about this play is about scoring. That's lowest on the totem pole in priorities. They want to get it in and know that Phoenix has to foul or try to tie you up, go for a strip. So what Coach Billups and his staff is telling the team, don't just have the ball inbounded and expose it. Be strong with it, expect foul, and play for a foul. You do not need to shoot the basketball.
Do they have enough time, the Suns, though, to go for a strip or try to tie up? It seems like they've got to foul immediately with 5 and 9, 10 seconds.
As a defender, you know that answer upon approach. Because upon approach, when you're seeing that offensive player grab the ball, you can tell what he's planning on doing with the ball. Is he planning on getting it and curling up? Because if so, yeah, I got a chance.
Fouling him.
Yeah. No. I'm saying if he's curling up,
I got a chance to tie
I got
him
a chance to tie him up.
Okay, I got you.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if it's, I can tell upon approach, he's catching his ball in triple threat. He's strong. He's
trying to advance somewhere.
I got to foul him. I'm not going to get no action out of this.
And I would presume you'd want the ball in the hands of a guy. It's an 89%er.
Yes.
Anthony Simons.
Yeah, so that's what, and then the next option, Jeremy Grant. So that's why these two guys are on the front court side of the court to give them as much space as they need back here to work together and get open.
Kamara will bring it in bounds. Maneuvering to it, Simons. Double team, they'll swing it into backcourt. It's grabbed by Ayton, and he's immediately fouled by Ryan Dunn. Stops the clock with 5 and 5/10 seconds remaining. And it sends Ayton again to the free throw line, where, as we mentioned a moment ago, a 61%er. But boy, he's hit a couple of clutch already here tonight. Blazers up 1. Suns do have the timeout remaining. Blazers with none. This actually is exactly what the Suns wanted, I would think. 4/10 of a second, work off the clock, and you get it into the hands of the worst free throw shooter, and you immediately foul. Here's Ayton at the line, knocks it down. That is just money right there.
Yeah, and this is exactly what DA wanted. A chance to potentially cap the win against his former team.
23 and 19 boards tonight for DeAndre Ayton in 42 minutes of fine work. 5 of 5 from the line. Great rotation on that one. There was no doubt about that one. 120-117. Blazers up 3. 5 and 5/10 seconds remaining in the overtime. Both teams out of timeouts.
There was a time 2 or 3 seasons ago when DeAndre Ayton on that opposite basket played for the Suns and had a chance to make game-sealing free throws for the Suns to win. And he missed.
Had a voice in his ear.
Had a voice in his ear. And then Anthony Simons came down the next play and had a run and jump hook against Mikal Bridges.
That was a beauty.
And so now the tables have turned for DA, where he's back at that line in the same arena. Different team, different basket, and different result.
Ayton, as we mentioned, with a jumbo effort. 19 boards for starters.
Activity. When he's active, everybody can see it right away because it makes impact. It registers in the box scores. It frustrates opponents because of his frame, his speed, his agility, not giving up on stuff. He can get to certain rebounds that are out of area that not every center in the league can get to. And that's why his teammates really appreciate this effort from him.
Where's Phoenix going with this one?
KD or Booker. They make the most sense, but also Bradley Beal's not a bad option. The question is, where are the Blazers going with this? Are they fouling before the shot goes off?
Allen to bring it in bounds. Maneuvering to it is Booker.
No.
His shot is up. He is fouled in the act, and he was shooting a 3. Ooh, he took a slap at it. He was off balance. Couldn't check himself.
If he had hit him on this first slap right there, it would be a non-shooting foul because the upward shooting motion had not begun. He just missed on the first slap.
And he is fouled out to compound matters. So Booker, a chance to tie the game Both teams out of timeouts. 4 and 4/10 seconds remaining. Booker tonight 11 of 11 from the stripe. An 89% free throw shooter on the year, Devin Booker, who has become the Phoenix Suns' all-time leading scorer, just past the late great Walter Davis tonight.
If he makes both of these with no timeouts, the Blazers don't have the speed of Denny Avdia to race the ball up the floor. It's got to be somebody else. Scooter Anthony. So now Mike Budenholzer sends in the rookie defensive ace, Dunn, for Mason Plumlee, so they can match everything up on the perimeter.
O'Neal will come in for Allen. And here's Booker with a chance to tie the game in overtime. 4 and 4/10 seconds remaining. Missed it. Rebound Ayton, his 20th of the night, and a foul with 3 and 2/10 seconds remaining. Booker misses the free throw. The Blazers maintain the lead, and Ayton again is called upon to head to the line.
So now Booker doing what I just said DA did a couple seasons ago on this very basket. Missing a free throw that they needed sorely. And DA has a chance now to add to the total.
Booker had hit 13 in a row prior to that miss. Ayton 6 for 6, 24 points, 20 rebounds against the Phoenix Suns. And he pumps in the first of 2 here to give the Blazers a lead of 2.
At this point, Phoenix wants the Blazers likely to make this because it gives them a chance to take the ball out, get set, run down the floor, get favorable positioning. Regardless, on a make or miss, they're likely going to get a 3 off here.
Ayton missing the free throw, ball jabbed, it's grabbed by Grant, secured by Grant, game over. Blazers win it 121-119 in overtime. Behind DeAndre Ayton.
They didn't even get a shot off after getting the missed free throw they needed because of more Blazer activity that has been alive and well throughout this entire win streak going on.
4 straight wins, and the Blazers win 8 of their last 9 with a victory here tonight in overtime against the Suns, and the sweep of the 2-game series against the Phoenix Suns as they spent 3 days here in Portland. 121-119, Ayton a big night tonight, 25 and 20. Denny Avdia had 24 before fouling out with 8 boards and 5 assists. Brooke is working her way toward an interview out on the court, and you can imagine the Blazers celebrating here right now, enjoying themselves, and they should. Terrific effort tonight turned in by the Blazers. Let's send it down to Brooke Olzendale.
Right as DA came over, he said, that's what we do, right?
That's what we do. I mean, I can't even say it enough. The fans really gave us the energy tonight and just got us amped up. We even came out a little slow, but the fans made sure we stayed on our A game, and I just love it. My teammates had my back, talking to me all night. I keep telling you, Brooke, I love it here.
7 of 8 free throws, many of them clutch. What was going through your mind at the line?
Knock all of them down. You know what I'm saying? This is winning start right here. You know, games like this, we never really been in situations like this, slowing the game down and being poised in the end. I thank God I, made all my free throws in the end. I just kept putting pressure on the glass, and my teammates just finding me tonight.
Speaking of the biggest plays tonight were your offensive rebounds. Was that your focus?
Most definitely. They had a small lineup in there to make us work, but when the shot go up on our end, I had a chance, just to really chase these boards and just secure possessions to make us have daggers and put us in good positions to the end.
I'm so proud of you. Nice job, and you get to do this again.
Yeah, I got it.
The only Blazer to do it twice so far. Nicely done. Nailed it. Great job tonight. The Baseline Report was brought to you by Brightside Windows, the official windows partner of your Portland Trail Blazers.
Thank you, Brooke. It's the fourth 20-20 of his career for DeAndre Ayton. 25 points, 20 rebounds, 7 of 8 from the line. And the one that he missed, well, that was crucial too, as the Blazers get possession on the miss to seal the deal. 121-119 in overtime. Blazers go to 21-29 on the year. Suns go to 25-24 on the season. We'll come back to break it all down for you in a moment from Portland.